Hello everyone, I'm Hannah.
I'm Jake.
Welcome to yet another nightmare video that we explain
It's
horrible
not
things.
that bad.
This
one means well. This one means well. It's just bad.
I have a complicated relationship with rainbow capitalism in general, in the sense that I recognize that in our current system, it's still good to have... it's still good to be seen in public. It's still good for people to walk through their local Kmart and see a Pride section and have that normalized, while also realizing that it's incredibly shallow, hollow, cynical, and exploitative, right?
Yeah.
But this thing that we're going to look at, which is called Q-Force, I think it's a new show coming out on Netflix, is just... It's indicative of everything I hate about rainbow capitalism. And again, I'm not necessarily... I'm in our current system, I prefer there to be Pride shit at the store, even if it's a little exploitative, than to not have it at all.
Yeah.
But this is bad. This is so bad.
Susie Wolf of $5 opinion D&D tanked after 2nd edition. 5th is great. There are things that can be gay and be good, obviously. She-Ra's a good example of this. There's plenty of other shows. I mean, there's lots of live action shows out here, but just as in the animation world, stuff that seems to be true to the characters is good, and like, oh, there's a gay character and we explore that. That's
Adventure
fun.
Time.
I love that shit. Adventure Time, great example. I believe what's the other one? The one with the star. Why can't Steven Universe is not explicit but implicit, right? I believe.
I haven't seen most of Steven Universe, but
okay.
I've been
I know it's celebrated by the community a little bit. So and there's other examples, but of course all good things must be corrupted by the libs. This does have apparently a very diverse cast of both voice actors, writers, whatever, creative people that are working on the process that span the gamut of the LGBTQ plus community, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. We don't hate this. In fact, this is something that I think a lot of people could enjoy. But as you will see in the 54-second trailer that we'll be watching and pausing, we'll have to pause it eventually because we can't just run it. But this is, it feels to me, and I don't know, and I'm not a direct member of the community. Every one of my fucking friends and my whole fan base is this, so I've learned a lot from all of you. It immediately felt like rainbow capitalism is a good example. It felt like caricatures to me.
Yeah, this feels like it was made in a lab by Jeremy and Doomcock and the other Fandom Menace people to make content about for the next year. Like, this feels like the caricature of inclusiveness and representation that the quartering pretends exists, like it came to life. This is bad. I think this is bad representation, and it makes it look like all people in the LGBTQ community do all day is talk about how gay they are and talk about sex. And those things happen, but it's not the entirety of our personality.
Well, unless
shit.
This trailer is just cut really, really poorly, which could be I'm going to give a benefit of the doubt. Maybe this trailer's bad. But I think we should watch the trailer right now. It's... I'm hoping this isn't terrible, but it doesn't look like it doesn't seem promising. It does not seem very promising.
No. So without further ado, let's check out Q-Force trailer.
Hey, Twink. Oh, hey, girl. That's my job, daddy.
Okay. Wow. All right. I don't hate the idea of what I assume at least 2 of these or one of them is a drag queen. But like that shit, right? Like, what? My job, daddy? Not everything has to be framed as that. That's not how gay people are. And not every gay person is into like the sub dom or daddy dom shit. Like it's like, that's pretty rough. That's a rough one.
I don't have a problem with the character designs, by the way. I kind of like
the character designs.
The character designs are fine.
In fact, seeing people that aren't just skinny and hot in a picture, but being celebrated is kind of cool. That's not normal, though.
Right. We're Q-Force. We're the first queer agents in the field ever.
So let's take a look at the background here. There's a sign that says Twink is in, bitches. And they have a sign that says Q-Force that's in all rainbow. And they're hanging around drinking mimosas or something.
I would drink a mimosa though, so it's not that gay.
It's an all gay spy force. Okay, fine.
An all gay spy force.
I'm not even like, again, the premise is a little like ham-fisted, but sure, fine. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do that show, you could do that show in a way that's respectful to people, that doesn't just fall down into stereotypes. I
almost think like a live action would have been better for that.
Sure.
Where they're like, and then it could be a little bit cynical, like, oh, this is the Q Force, like, but it's like Space Force, and it's just like the liberals not understanding how to be like, you know, make representation happen. Kind of like the FBI commercial that came out not too long ago, where she's like, I had 2 moms and I'm an FBI agent. It's like, yeah, but you're a cop now. That sucks.
See,
like,
that would almost be funny if it was like a commentary on it where they're like, the FBI is like, we gotta do Q-Force because reasons, and then it's just normal, you know, everyday LGBT people who get recruited, and they're dealing with the fact that they're maybe expected to fall into certain stereotypes or to whatever, and they don't like being tokenized, but they're going to take the opportunity anyway. I don't know, but...
Someone said, Ace Lace said, calling it lesbian villain. I actually think it might be a straight white man. I think the first one will be a straight white dude.
Okay.
I think that's like because if I'm thinking, like, oh, we have to, and I imagine the CEO of Netflix is like, we got to get the wokies. Like, I don't know. It seems very cynical, this whole thing.
Pride, because of course.
Yep. Oh, sure.
That's called an entrance, by the way.
Okay, so there they are in a vehicle, just doing stuff. This character's name appears to be Deb, based on the name tag.
Like that? Like that?
World, don't hit me hard right now.
What? See, that's the what the fuck? What is that shit? Don't get me hard right now. What?
People don't say that. Why?
No one says that. What are you talking about? Again, it's equating like I'm gay with I'm also tumescent at all times and I need to fuck constantly. So weird.
So,
David Harbour is not gay to my recollection, but not that it matters, but, and he might be playing a straight character, but I'm hoping some of the cast is part of the community, so that's good. That's good. That's good, I guess. You were gonna say anything else than that?
No, I just, that's the cast.
Okay, they're showing a lot of the flying car. They really like this flying car.
All right, freeze! The room's empty. I wasted all that masculinity on nothing.
Not nothing. My little butthole went boop.
That might be the worst line in the history of television, and I hate it beyond words. The idea that they can't just be doing their job. The more feminine person in the relationship has to be like, haha, I want you to fuck my butt. Like, that's the joke. The joke is that...
The joke is how they have sex.
The joke is just, ha ha ha. Okay, here's the difference. It's not a joke about, hey, here's a thing in the gay community that gay people will relate to, or here's something that... It's literally, the joke is, haha, look at this effeminate gay man be horny for his boyfriend and talk about his asshole. Like, that's mockery. That's mocking the gay community. It sounds like
it was written by a straight person to make a joke about gay people.
Yeah.
Not for gay people. And I guess that's the big difference. It feels pointed at, not not directed toward, I guess. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be playing to that crowd.
Yep.
Seems to be playing to straights that want to be that think they're allies for watching a TV show that has gay people in it or something. This is lib shit, in my opinion.
Damn it! You can't pander to the gays; they can smell it. You're acting
But
like
you're-
Citibank at Pride.
You can't say that while doing the bad thing that you say is bad.
No, but they lampshaded it, so it's fine if you point out that you're doing a thing. And by the way, that's the only joke in the entire trailer that I actually thought in a vacuum is funny. You can't pander to the, like, let's say that joke was the thing at the end of our idea for Q-Force, right?
Right.
You can't pander to the gays, you look like Citibank at Pride. Like, that's a funny joke. It's a commentary on the fact that, you know,
have to
companies,
watch this
big
show.
corporations, pandering to gay people. But, like, you can't put that at the end of this trailer. This trailer isn't even good pandering. It's fucking insulting. Fucking hate it.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I'm not a fan.
I don't know how much. I don't even know if I have more to say about it other than just I'm like viscerally upset about it. It's so gross.
Is there more to this trailer?
No,
Like, or
that's
is
it.
Or just 20 seconds of like more ads?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
yeah.
Netflix stuff.
Okay.
So
I wasted all my masculinity on that. It was so weird.
this is the same streaming service that brought back Queer Eye and did like a really great job. And now they're doing
but
this.
they're not in charge. They're not producing everything. But yeah. I like. The new Queer Eye is good too. I don't know. I there's so many ways to do this that could be fun. Like having them. All the character designs are fine. In fact, I actually really dig it. I think it's aesthetically pleasing. Although this guy sort of has like star nipples, but that's whatever. In fact, the black character in this shot is particularly interesting, and I need more of that information. I don't know. This rubs me the wrong way.
I wonder if the Quartering already made a video about this. Let me look.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If he hasn't, he will. Yep.
Epic backfire. Epic.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
Jesus
Jeremy.
Christ. Oh, don't play this video. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Nobody likes this. It's not like just woke
This is
people.
like that time Marvel introduced their first non-binary superhero, and they were called Snowflake and Safe Space.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, you don't know about that? Okay.
No, I think I did. I just deleted it. I think I remember the art.
Like, it pissed off everyone.
Oh yeah, I do remember this. Yeah.
Jeremy and his ilk were, of course, making fun of it.
Looks fake.
And, of course, people like us were also like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, this is stupid. Nobody likes that. Yeah.
Yeah, this was the whole group. One of them was called Screen Time, and he was hit with an internet gas that gave him internet powers.
Internet gas.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Just stupid. The thing is, I don't even hate, like, the outfits for Snowflake and Safe Space. Like, if you took those character designs and gave them a different name and kind of backed off a little bit on the... I don't know.
Well, the shorts or whatever are weird. I don't know. Like, there's ways to do this shit that could be good. Again, it just feels like liberals that don't really understand the conversation, but really want to be inclusive, do it in a way that's alienating. Like, I don't think that someone made this with malice.
Oh, no.
I just think they fucked up. And like that keeps happening when you don't involve, like... I beg of you, if you are trying to produce any sort of content where your idea is, I want to make sure X group gets representation.
Here's someone...
Involve young people that are from that group in the process. Young 20s, in the 20s, and be online and have them understand the conversation. That looks like fake. Did that person draw those?
This is someone doing a redesign of Snowflake and Safe Space, and calls them Hale and Haven, which honestly, so much better. I think this is way better.
Yeah, I don't really comic book in the way that you do. The knee pads on the are weird to me.
Maybe not, I'd probably take off the knee pads, but otherwise, I think this is a pretty good design, and the names are better.
Sure, but like it's also pandery that they're like, oh, they're both black. You see, like I don't know, it just feels lived out, man. I don't know.
They're black in the original one too. What?
No. I'm not saying the.
Although interesting, they have light skin here, and they're darker skinned here.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not saying about this redesign. This person did fine.
Which person? Cat Black did a good redesign. One sec.
I didn't know Cat Black was an artist. Did you say Black with a Q with a C before the Q? It's funny. Snowflake in a safe space. Trans. I didn't know. Is Cat Black an artist? I didn't actually know she did that stuff. Is she very, very talented too? Okay, yeah, she's super talented.
Sure.
See, I like these too. So, you know what? These are way better too. Unless these aren't her designs, it's just another trans woman that did it. But because I don't really watch a lot. But those are cool designs. I think those make them more unique. I actually really like those. And they don't seem pandery in the way the left side does, right?
Sure.
Because the right side, that seems like, oh, they have like the left side. You know what the left side is? It seems like, oh, this is a non-threatening version we can show white people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. That's when you see it designed by someone. And I think it's important that Cat Black is black. Yeah, that's way better. That's a way better design. Yeah. Anyway, I just think if you're doing character, just involve people from those communities that are young in the creative process, not just voice acting, not just anything like that, like actually in the character design, everything else, and what we're trying to accomplish. And I think you can make good content for every group at any point if that's what you want to do. Because clearly Netflix wants to try to rainbow capitalism this shit. This is just worse than like the other stuff that they've been doing. I really like those character redesigns. Those are actually really, really good. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, is there any besides She-Ra, is there anything that you've been liking that does give you good representation feels, whether it's animated or not, just recently? That you've been
it's not new.
So we can direct people to something.
If we're talking about Netflix, Sense8 is really good. There's one of the main characters is trans. The show's made by the Wachowski sisters. The show did get canceled, I think, after season 2, but they did a movie to wrap it up, or they did like a. It ends, and it's good, so I'd recommend that. It's also, it not only does it have trans representation, but also like gay representation and all that stuff. So check it out. It's a good show.
I would strongly suggest Black Sails. It's an older show. It doesn't seem older. Like it's not dated by visually or anything. It has the only show I can think of that has positive bisexual man representation. It doesn't happen very often. Which is super cool. Even though I'm not bi, Sarah, who by now I think everybody in the fan base knows, my girlfriend who is bi, was excited about that because there's bi women, sure, but like bi representation often gets male gazy because suddenly it's like, look, someone for threesomes is usually how that works out. But this is like. They also deal in like polyamory a little bit, and they deal with like other stuff. And then it's a fucking dope pirate show, and everyone's hot. So it's like it's just a really cool show, and it's available on Hulu, I believe, is where we watch it. It might be available on some of their streaming services if you can get. I think it's Showtime that does that. I think it's Showtime or Stars. But it's a super good show. I super strong recommend it. Not just for representation purposes. It's just really great, but I think everyone will dig it. And I believe, I'm pretty confident the lady that plays Iris in the Flash WB show plays Max in Black Sails. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool show. So you can binge those. Neither of those are animated. But.
Okay. So I think that's it about this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
This is going to get canceled immediately. This is my guess.
Yeah, if this gets a second season, I would love to be wrong about this and this is just a bad trailer.
I hope it's a bad trailer. I do.
I would love for them to be a little bit more on the nose and like like maybe immediately that character's called out, like you're kind of being like a ingenuous caricature of the kind of person you could be. Like your butthole goes boop, really? Like calm down, act like you've been there.
So that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube later, check out our Twitch channels, twitch.tv/actualjake, twitch.tv/HannahReloaded, and youtube.com/HannahReloaded, and youtube.com/actualjake for more content.
Yeah.
I declare this episode over.
Get gavelled.